What is going on, Bull Nation, and welcome to part 2 of my Leviathan Raid Prestige Mode for Dummies Garden Edition. Now, if you guys watched the Gauntlet one, you guys are already now in Gardens, and you're probably wondering, Laser, how can I complete the Gardens fast and easy with my team? Now, this guide will go ahead and cover the difference between the normal raid and the Prestige Mode raid. I'm also going to provide you guys with most effective tips, the best loadout you could possibly use for this encounter, and kind of like the best routes to actually go with when you are playing the Garden in Prestige Mode. Remember, this guide is going to be helpful for not only you, but also your teammates, because you're going to want to avoid the fewer mistakes as you possibly can so you can get past this encounter fairly quickly. So I would recommend to have you and your fire team watch this video either together or share with your fire team so each individual person knows exactly how to complete the encounter. But before we get started, I do want to take this time to say thank you guys for the massive support that people have shown in Patreon, people who also have joined the YouTube sponsorship. You guys are extremely amazing. Thank you for allowing me to bring the emotes to YouTube. You guys are great. If you guys would like to join either the Patreon or the sponsor team, make sure you guys click the link down below to find out how. Now let's talk about what is the difference between the Prestige Mode and the regular Standard Mode. The only thing that has changed from the Prestige Mode and the regular encounter is not only are the dogs a little bit more harder to kill depending on how many spores you get or how many stacks you get, but there's also 2 additional dogs. Now, if you guys recall, when we had the regular mode, there was a total of 6 dogs. In the Prestige Mode, there's a total of 8 dogs. And I'm going to give you guys the tips you're going to need in order to be able to get all these dogs killed with one single run, or with stacking up the runs. Before we talk a little bit more about the encounter, I just want to go ahead and recommend you guys a couple loadouts that are going to help you kill these dogs fairly quickly. If you are a Warlock, put on a pulse grenade and get either the heavy rocket launcher from the raid, if you have it, or the Vanguard rocket that has cluster bombs. This will allow you to kill the dogs with 2 rockets and 1 pulse grenade. If you are running a Titan, I would also recommend running double pulse grenades, because 2 pulse grenades, depending on the amount of stacks you have, should be able to kill it, but you can either throw 2 pulse grenades and 1 rocket launcher, and you should be golden. If you are running a hunter, just make sure you guys have enough heavy. You're probably going to want 1 grenade and 2 rocket launchers. Should be able to kill them out fairly quickly. You could also use a golden gun if you would like, but just keep in mind they don't stack up with the spores, so just take that into consideration. Now that we talked loadouts, let's talk about how we're going to do this encounter. First, you're going to want to divide yourselves into sets of 3. Again, like we did like in the gauntlets, there's going to be a Team A and a Team B. Team A is going to be in charge of the left side. Team B will be in charge of the right-hand side. Each team will be assigned one specific person that is going to pick the crystal. 1 crystal will be picked up on the left side. 1 crystal will be picked up on the right side. The reason why you want to go ahead and pick these teams is because each team will be in charge of killing 1 specific dog when the spores are collected. So Team A will be in charge of the left. If you are on the left side, you're going to want to assign 1 person to L1, 1 person to L2, 1 person to L3. If you're on the right side, you're going to want to assign 1 person to R1, R2, and R3. Now, as you guys know, the Prestige Mode has 2 additional spots, one being trees and 1 being cave side. The way it will work is, since we already have each team assigned to a specific side, each team will go ahead and kill its corresponding dog. Once your dog is killed, if you're on the left side, you are going to be in charge of killing that extra dog which is on tree. If you're on the right side, you're going to be in charge of killing that extra dog that is in caves. Once everybody has killed their dog, their main focus should be going to that extra dog and killing it. Now, like I said, there's 2 ways to actually complete this. One is completing in 1 single run. If you have a really good guider that down below that's guiding the orb, then I would recommend getting 60 stacks, and you guys should be golden without a problem to get the dogs killed with 1 phase. Technically, you would only need 48, but I still recommend 60 because sometimes people die or mess up, and you're going to want to be able to get that clutch in case someone goes down or 2 people go down, and you're still able to kill the dogs without a problem or any difficulty. Now, if for some reason you are new to the game or new to actually guiding down below, and you need people to guide you with the crystals, because remember, if you're up there with the crystals, you could guide the person by shooting the beam and giving them the path that they need to run. Sometimes if it's shot too close to the dog, it will alert the dog, so do keep that in mind if you guys are guiding with the crystal beam. If you are new, like I said, you're going to want to at least get 24 stacks. Now, getting 24 stacks is really easy, But you got to remember that you have to do this 3 times in order to do this. So what you're going to want to do is get 24, go to the dog that you're assigned to kill, shoot it a little bit. It should bring at least 1 bar down if you throw a pulse grenade and 1 rocket launcher. Get back on top and go ahead and go down to the elevator. Once you repeat this 3 times, you will then have your dog completely killed by the time the 3rd wave comes around. Once the 3rd wave comes around, you know that you have to get rid of that bar, and then all of you have to book it and run real quick to your specific side, whichever one you're in charge of, trees or caves, and that will actually complete that run for you. Make sure you guys give yourself some time because there will be a little bit of a hiccups, a couple mistakes, so just make sure you guys don't lose your patience with either whoever's guiding or it's the person with the crystals getting caught. Just make sure you guys correct each individual mistake, and you guys should be able to complete this fairly easy. It is one of the easiest parts right now currently in the raid, so make sure take your time. There is no rush for you to get the spores. Just make sure you keep an eye on the dogs. Yes, the dogs do grow impatiently, but you will have plenty of time to get at least 24 or 48 if you're new, and you should definitely go for 60 if you're a pro. Once again, guys, I hope you found this guide helpful, and I hope it helped you and your fire team actually complete it. If it did, make sure you guys come back and let me know in the comment section down below if this guide did help you guys actually get this done. And once again, guys, if you want to stay up to date to all things Destiny 2, want to get more friendly guides like this, make sure you guys hit that sub, and I will catch you guys on the next video.